Dear friends, on this day, Good Friday, I thought I would reflect on an unusual fact, that the #1 pop song for a number of weeks running is the song Let It Go from the movie Frozen. Now you might wonder, what do these two things have to do with one another? Well, allow me to explain. The movie Frozen, I am of course aware that there is some question as regarding the issue of homosexuality in the background of the movie. Frankly, I'm not going to address that either pro or con, either arguing for or against. What I am going to remark about is the place of the song in the movie and what it has to do contradistinct to Jesus on this Good Friday. I will tell you at this point, this is a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the movie and intend to do so, please return to this video at a future time. For those who have seen it, you would realize that the song Let It Go comes at a point in the movie when Queen Elsa, who has special powers to freeze things and to create snow, has had her powers revealed. They're not under control, and because of it, people are frightened. She's misunderstood and rejected, and as she runs away, she sings the song Let It Go. I think it appeals to people because when we're misunderstood, when we're persecuted, when we think people just don't accept us, it's frustrating, it's angering, and it can leave one sad, and hence I think the appeal of the song. Not to mention it's kind of catchy. I say all this because there is a real distinction, a difference, you might say, between the reaction of Queen Elsa in the movie Frozen and our King, Jesus Christ. This Good Friday, we remember that Jesus, who is God, and you might say has special powers, well, that's an understatement, was misunderstood. He entered the city of Jerusalem to the cries of Hosanna, Hosanna to the Son of David. They thought he was the Messiah, but not the Messiah that they were expecting is what he turned out to be. Oh, Jesus is the Messiah, but not a military ruler, not a political earthly king. He wasn't coming to throw out the Romans. He was coming to save the world from sin and death. He was the misunderstood Messiah. So by the end of the week, people were not yelling, Hosanna to the Son of David, but crucify him, crucify him. We see in Jesus, though, that he would not simply let it go. Most of us would have run. Jesus, for example, in the Garden of Gethsemane, looking at his coming death for the salvation of the world, understood what was at stake. And in his prayer to the Father, he said, Father, if it be your will, let this cup pass from me. Yet not as I will, but as you will. He would not let it go, and did the Father's will. He laid down his life for our salvation. Jesus, no matter how hard it was, no matter how misunderstood he was, no matter how persecuted he was, would not let it go. And for that reason, we have salvation. Now, I will say, in the movie Frozen, that Queen Elsa does come around. She realizes that she has a responsibility and that she had to face her fears and thereby gain control over her powers, returning to be queen to look after her people. It does, of course, end happily ever after. This is a Disney movie we're talking about, after all. But it's a reminder to us of something very important. When we're misunderstood and persecuted, especially for our faith, that in the end our model is Jesus Christ, who will never let go of us. And that if we do not let go of him, he will see us through Good Friday, through the Passion, through death into resurrection. That with Jesus Christ, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how we are persecuted for our faith or misunderstood, you might say even in our own personal lives, with Jesus Christ, we will come through it all. He will never let go.